They said he was born a monster, but no one is. Before they called him Angulimala, the garland of fingers, his name was Ahimsaka. It meant Harmless One. Ahimsaka was gifted, intelligent, obedient, devoted to his teacher, the kind of student any master would be proud of. The other students grew jealous. They told their teacher that Ahimsaka was disloyal, dangerous, ambitious. And doubt took root in the teacher's mind. Instead of confronting his own insecurity, the teacher chose something darker. He decided to test the boy's loyalty in a way that would destroy him. You must kill 100 people and bring me their fingers to prove your loyalty. One step at a time, one terrible decision at a time. And after the first killing, something breaks inside a person. Once they believe they have crossed a line they cannot return from, they may keep walking. And if you tell someone long enough that they are evil, they may decide there is no point trying to be anything else. One finger became many. Many became a garland around his neck. The world no longer saw Ahimsaka. They saw Angulimala, the bandit, the murderer, the monster. Villages trembled at his name. Mothers warned their children about him. Soldiers failed to catch him. When the Buddha entered the forest where Angulimala lived, people begged him to turn back. "Do not go that way," they said. "He will kill you." The Buddha kept walking. Angulimala saw him from a distance and felt anger rise. No one walked calmly into his territory. He lifted his sword and ran, but no matter how fast he ran, he could not catch him. Finally he shouted, "Stop, ascetic!" And the Buddha replied, "I have stopped, Angulimala. Have you?" Stopped what? Stopped the hatred, stopped the craving, stopped the endless becoming that says, "I must prove myself. I must fulfill the story they have written about me." Angulimala stood there breathing hard. For the first time, someone was not afraid of him. He was seen, not as a monster, not as a lost cause, but as a human being trapped in causes and conditions. In that moment, he saw something no one had ever shown him before. He was not fixed. He was not fated. He was not born evil. He saw the chain, how obedience led to harm, how harm led to shame, how shame led to more harm. He saw that he had never paused long enough to question the momentum. He was conditioned, and conditions can change. In that moment, he did something harder than killing. He dropped his sword. Not because someone threatened him, not because society punished him, but because for the first time, someone saw him as capable of awakening. Angulimala became a monk. When he later walked for alms, villagers recognized him and threw stones. Bleeding and injured, he returned to the Buddha. The Buddha simply said, "Bear it, Brahmin. You are experiencing here and now the result of deeds that led to torment for many years." There was no erasing the past, but the Buddha neither denied his crimes, nor did he reduce a human being to his worst action. No one is born a murderer. Violence grows in soil. Fear, corruption, humiliation, blind obedience, isolation. But if violence has causes, so does freedom. Angulimala became an arahant, fully liberated. The man who had once taken life understood the end of craving. The story is not that a murderer was magically purified. The story is that no human being is fixed. There were consequences, but there was also awakening. And that possibility, terrifying and hopeful, exists in every one of us. If even Angulimala was not reduced to his worst act, then neither are we.